Hello, everybody. We're back with another Gi Charat Fantasy stream part 2. Right? We did it on Tuesday, the first one. And it turned out that the game was actually a lot of fun. And truthfully, yeah, I mean, I don't know, better than I thought. I didn't really know. I guess I had pretty high expectations for it, right? But it was really good. And so we're back to do more. Um, of course, what was it? Still working on Rogue Akanotosai episode 3, of course. Been kind of busy, so still progress is actually a little slow on that. Was able to do part 93. So that's like the part where in episode 4, episode four's version of episode 0, um, if you don't enter the route, right? Like what happens, right? So there's the Unlucky Sisters segment about like occult stuff, and things like that. But anyway, so yeah, that's where I'm at, actually now properly starting INO route. So we haven't gotten to Misao route. So any Misao fans, right? Like you, I haven't skipped over it on stream. But yeah, that's another time. We'll do more RGO another time. But today we're gonna just have some fun and do Did You Carrot? And yeah, hello everybody in chat. I don't think I've acknowledged anyone other than Joseph. And yeah, I guess I didn't know what to expect, Joseph, about how you sounded. But it was like very British. But I guess that's to be expected. We got Koalian, Alvaro, Soon, Joseph, of course, and Waisan and Eon. Any lurkers, right? Welcome everybody. But yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. Yeah, what else? Not much else to say, right? So there we go. So where we left off, we had just gotten reintroduced to the other characters, right? Other than Dejiko, we found Usada, we found Puchiko and Gemma, and we were just about to head back to the shrine. Wait, what the heck? No, what happened? Okay, give me a second. I tried to start up PCSX 2, and then it just crashed on me. Okay, let me make sure everything's good. I probably I don't know. I don't I wasn't expecting it to just crash. Oh no, no worries, Joseph. I'm not gonna show anybody on stream. They can go find it if they really want to know. Okay, so let's try this again. Please don't crash on me this time. Okay, there we go. That's probably just a fluke. All right. Wait a minute. No. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Is this stream going to be totally washed? Is this really just going to happen to me? I think okay, let me try make sure that everything's I might be doing something wrong. Let's make sure. Let's make sure everything's good cuz this would be terrible. If this is okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Should be the right one. I might be just doing something stupid on my no, wait a minute. Is it going to work? Although it looks like it might be the Japanese one I'm loading up on. What the heck? What the heck is happening? Oh my gosh. How could everything go so wrong? Like what? PCSX2? Are you really just for real? You know? Are you for real? For real? What happened? This is gonna be terrible. I mean, there's always work stream backup, but I was really not. What in the world? Like really? There's no way. There's no way. It's literally just crashing. Again? Let's try. What is going wrong? Is it because it's on? Is the Vulkan being the render a problem? It just like hates it. What the heck? Okay, well, you know, PCXX2 is telling me to update. Maybe something went wrong. Okay, let's update it. Let's update it. Let's update it. Oh my gosh. Is it being like it? No, it's failing. No, Joseph, when it crashes, it doesn't give me an error. It just crashes. PCS. You know, whoever said last stream, you should do this on real hardware. Oh man, this it's karma, right? No. Why can't it just? It doesn't want to install. What the heck? This is disastrous. Okay. This is gonna be the worst stream ever. Okay, let's try. Yeah, maybe it is just a renderer, right? Vulkan can be an unreliable renderer on a lot of stuff. So let's maybe try base. Where do I pick? I'm completely just like thrown off here. Why doesn't it let me pick it? Where do I pick the renderer? I'm sorry, guys. Not counting the before stream doesn't work. It would have taken 20 minutes. Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, I should have tested this. I didn't suspect that the emulator would just not work. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. How was my week? Oh, it was pretty busy. I did like playing Digi Carrot on Tuesday when it worked. Not you know. Otherwise, my week was very busy and honestly not super great, but because I was sick too. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, why did I look? I was faffing around forever. Let's try Direct 3D 11. Direct 3D 11. Let's try that. You know, that seems like it's a more reliable emulator a lot of the time, or renderer. I mean, okay, let's try. Another thing we can try is whether just like other ROMs, right, other games work. And see if it's just like a DigiCarrot thing somehow just is messing up. That's just really weird. All right, it should be this one. Okay. Broccoli no. Let's hope it's the English version, because it's like the little title bar is in Japanese, which I think. Okay, we want. This is how we'll know. This is how we'll know. English. Yes. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't crash in the middle of gameplay. I have no clue. I guess it must have just been the Vulkan renderer. Something about it just didn't like it. But we're in business. We're in business. This would have become like an impromptu, like some other stream if it didn't work out. But we're good. We're good. Whoa, wait. Is there 15 people watching this? What the heck? That's like, I think, a record for me. 15 people were watching it not work. Game looks strangely dark. I don't know. I think that's just how it looks on my end. So can't really say anything about that. Yeah, we had a record number of people watching the stream just to see it not work. That's crazy. It's crazy work there. All right, but anyway, let's go. In Operation Omikuji Hyakuen, you know, which is like a fortune slip. Let's see what happens. Go down. I have to go up all these stairs. It keeps happening. All right. I wonder how many times it's been now. Keeps happening, right? It just keeps happening. Once again, I was and my way up the long stairs. It's a bit dark, yeah. Anyway, specific to PC player. Usada and Puchiko are already having no trouble. They're having no trouble at all, and are already far above me. Our stamina is on a different level. Yeah, this guy's like supposedly really out of shape, right? Spends all his time stalking Dejiko. Rajo Taiso? Rajo Taiso? Denpa Taiso, Denpa Taiso, Denpa Taiso. You've got too little, yeah, stamina. But that was my secret vow. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean it's your secret vow? Old man stamina. Even Puchiko. Stalking Dejiko, playing Digi Communication as GBA. Yeah, that's what he's up to. Man. Gemma. Now Gemma is no fair because he just flies, right? You left early last year, so it's not going to be easy to keep up with the plot. There hasn't been that much like core plot other than just we're in the fantasy world and we're, you know, I think this game probably will explain a lot of stuff over again. We'll see though. As I hung my head in defeat, Gemma flew right past me. Cheater! I'll definitely get in shape when I get back to my own world. Huh! Huh! Oh yeah, Usada has the helicopter ears. Yeah, that's true. And then, Hinagiku, who was walking beside me to match my pace, tilted her head in confusion. Why are you so pathetic? When I looked up at the shrine grounds, everyone coming down from the shrine was smiling happily. Uh-oh. Suspiciously happy. The villagers called to Hinagiku one by one, saying things like, "You hired a good one," and "I'll be back tomorrow." Oh, it's because Dejiko. Hinagiku looked puzzled. I couldn't figure out what was going on either, and tilted my head. I wonder if something fun happened. Alright. They got their rivalry going on still. Usada, who had reached the top first, suddenly yelled. Usada started running with great vigor and disappeared from sight. What in the world just happened? I muttered up what little stamina I had left and rushed. Yeah, once again we have the periods coming in at random times. When I finally reached the top, my eyes went wide in spite of myself. No. Trust me guys, my eyes are super wide right now, you know. What is a good emote to express that? Yeah, like these are my eyes right now. I'm like going. The spare shrine grounds now had a line. When I followed the line to the front with my eyes. Whoa. Yeah, amazingly, Dejiko was acting as a shopkeeper, selling good luck charms and paper fortunes. The front of the stall was packed with grinning men. Got a lot of man B's and man A's, right? The front of the stall was, yeah, grinning men. They all look so happy. Omamori? Usada was also right next to Dejiko, flashing smiles. So fast! What? Like she's smiling fast? I don't know, what does that mean? Both Dejiko and Usada look like they're having so much fun. Seeing that sight made my chest ache with pain. It's because Dejiko looks so incredibly you know, can we see Dejiko talking? You know, I'd love to see that. Do we get to see can we see Dejiko being, you know, I hadn't seen a smile like that since we came to this world. Because I knew that the smile was her real smile, not one of those fake smiles, you know. No. Not like that. Just like upside down though, right? Da, 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 da. In the evening, after closing up the stall, we gathered in the room and talked. Why couldn't we see Dejiko do that? That was like one of my big things from last stream. I was like, I want to see more Dejiko like acting, right? I want to see more of her and not like her just be like quiet. But oh well. In the evening, after closing up the stall, we gathered in the room and talked about our respective circumstances. While we were talking, Dejiko just watched Usada and the others with great interest, as if she were seeing them for the first time. Nope. Gemma cuts in between Usada and her. Dejiko's gaze has been directed more at Gemma than at Usada for a while now. Looking at him inquisitively, Dejiko gently reaches out with both hands as if to impress Gemma. She reaches out, she holds out, but she's not reaching out to the truth because she doesn't understand, right? Yeah, that's pretty odd. Gemma withers and falls limp as if he'd been punctured. Yep. It seems Usada, Gemma, and even Puchiko were shocked by how Dejiko is acting now. Yep. Usada-san glares at Hinagiku-san. Again, this sort of san usage is kind of inconsistent in this game. I'm not sure if it's the translation or if it just is like that normally. I think it's the translation, probably. But who knows? I don't think Mikos tend to have that. And then protagonist is going to be like, maybe your mom could do that. Hey Nagiku, do you think your mom could do that? You know, if she was still alive? And if he does it, I'm gonna be so upset. Hinagiku gets flustered by Usada's way of speaking. Usada in turn leans in closer. Nope. Yeah. That's all Tsukasa can do too, don't worry about it. Looking like she completely lost interest, Usada abruptly turned away. Man. Hinagiku looks down and becomes dejected. Usada, you didn't have to say it like that. You could have asked her whether or not her dead mom could do it. I'm sorry, I'm being too hard on protagonist right now. Ever since meeting Usada and the others, Hinagiku's smile had completely vanished. Man, that's so rough, right? Like, she's like so depressed by them. I was glad to see her a bit happier, even briefly. She's so much more wonderful when she smiles. At that moment, an idea struck me. I'll have her do a proper fortune telling and show everyone how skilled Hinagiku Hinagiku is, probably. There we go. Have her tell the hat's fortune. What does that even mean? Have her tell the earthquake's fortune. Have her tell Mai and Dejiko's future. Well, you know, I gotta know. You know, this guy's gotta know. Does he have a future of Dejiko? Probably not, right? But we gotta know. That's right. Right now my head was full of thoughts about Dejiko. The Dejiko who was selling things at the shrine stall earlier was so vibrant. If only I could have that radiant smile directed only at me. Yes, even in the near future. Even in the what? She's 10, dude, and you're 14. It can't be the near future. That's not gonna be good. Hinagiku, about me and Dejiko's underage marriage. Yeah, no, Aisho. Aisho ではなくて。Suddenly, Usada steps in, but you know, I still would have wanted to know, right? That'd be so funny. He steps in between me and Hinagiku. We're on the verge of, yeah. No, Usada, you don't understand. This is the most important thing right now. I got scolded by Usada, but she doesn't have a point. This game is totally... You picked the Dejiko's future off. You chose the earthquake. Yeah, the earthquake is probably more pertinent to what's going on here, but you know. I don't care. I want to know. No, not Shiganda's. I was about a Dejiko's. That's right. I was just going to ask you to tell the fortune of where Dejiko's hat is. As if that matters, really. Although, it is seemingly the clue to Dejiko's memories returning, right? You're a little sus, but I will believe you. I was caught red-handed and made an excuse in a panic, but I managed to escape the pinch. It's such escape the pinch. It's like some Japan. That's like a very Japanese literal translation. You can't see anything. Those glasses are failing you then. Get a better prescription. Damn it! It had the complete opposite effect. Why does everything backfire? I cursed my own failure. Yeah, that's the one thing you can do. You can refill tea, right? Meanwhile, all we can do is cause earthquakes, as established in the last stream. Hinagiku leaves the room with her eyes downcast. Good question. It seems Usada doesn't care about Hinagiku. Yeah. She tilts her head deep in thought. Man. Usada was the one who came. What do you like in the show? Maybe I'm misreading things. Followed? In what sense, though? Like everyone followed Usada into the world with her? I think that. I guess that is what. I'm not sure. I don't even remember the last stream, but... As the fruitless argument between Usada and the others continued, I quietly stood up and left the room. I turned a few corners in the hallway and head for the kitchen. I think it was this way. And on the way, I spotted Hinagiku from behind as she headed towards the back garden. I hurry after her. Where's the tea? You're supposed to refill it. Hinagiku crouches down in front of a single mound in the back of the garden. She seems very depressed. Should I just leave her alone? Yeah, probably. For some reason, I feel like I hesitate to call out to her. Damn it! Well, I think my foot stepped on some fallen leaves. They made a crunching sound, and it was gross. It seems she finally noticed me. Hinagiku hurriedly rubs her eyes before turning around. I'm sorry about before. When I bow my head, Hinagiku shakes hers. Yeah. You are. You are useless. Nah, she's good. After that, Hinagiku closes her mouth and looks down, unable to find the words to say to her. I also fall silent. Dude. Can't you just say, like, I know you can do it. I'm sure you can do it. You just need to, you're young and inexperienced, right? You just gotta get better. I want to cheer Hinagiku up, but how? What's this? I shifted my gaze to the mound she was staring at. Is this gonna be like her mom's grave? And he's not gonna understand that? No! Oh my gosh! What is this? What could it possibly be? Why is she looking at it sadly? Man. Hinagiku smiles sadly. Your mother's grave? This time, I understood that it was truly a grave matter. The gravestone was clean and adorned with flowers. Hinagiku must care for it daily, which only deepens the sorrow. And the gravity. Dusk begins to envelop the area. A few birds flew towards the mountains. That's not a... I can't... That's a dog barking noise. Chirping. It's so quiet. And what a beautiful sunset. The sky looks like lemonade. The cool evening breeze slips between us. Neither me nor Hinagiku said anything. We just stood there. Yeah. So, it's from the earthquakes 8 years ago, right? Or the pits opening up the dragon's mouths. It was Hinagiku who broke the silence 8 years ago. That would mean Hinagiku was still 6 years old, because 14 minus 8 is 6. That was when the dragon's mouth appeared in the village, right? Wait, what am I looking at here? Like, what's the... Is that her other arm? Like, hand? Like, it just kind of a little weird looking. The one that's farther away. Her, like, right hand, I guess. No, it's crossed, right? So, I think I see it. I think I see what's going on in the picture. She's power to exorcise evil is very strong. Hinagiku crouches down on the spot and stares somewhere into the distance. The sunset dyes her face in vibrant colors. Ooh, the dance of dispelling evil. Sounds like we're gonna need to do that at some point. The dance of dispelling evil? Is that like the Kagura dances shrines maidens perform during New Year's? I'm Kagura! My mother, yeah.
して手に持った鈴の音に呼応するかのように清らかな空気が辺りを包んでいくのです。その母の姿は子供心にもとても美しくて、私は母に憧れました。あの頃の私は母のような巫女になれると信じて
I think you still
疑っ
could.
ていませんでした。
Hinagiku, who began speaking nostalgically, closed her mouth as if hesitating to continue. I couldn't say anything, just stood there, and then Hinagiku gave a sad little laugh.
ですけれど、今の私はラビアンローズ様のおっしゃるように占い一つ満足にできません。
Did we ever? I don't even know if they've ever said that her name was Lavian Rose, which is always it's weird to see it spelled like that because I'm always so used to just being R-A-B-I and Rose, Rabian Rose, but Labian Rose, yeah. I don't. Did they say that was her name at this point or her like title? I remember calling that stone structure being the grave of Hinagiku's mother. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's. Yeah, I guess you could pretty easily have guessed that. I didn't think I noticed it until now. Until they pointed it out. Well, I mean, you know, you could get better.
教わった舞も私では何の効果もないのです。いずれは母の後を継がねばならないのですが、このままでは私、父にも申し訳なくて。
I see. So that's why Hinagiku was being somewhat reserved around her father. Her father is such an admirable head priest, and her mother was a wonderful shrine maiden. Succeeding them must be an incredible amount of pressure that someone like me can't even imagine. Hinagiku stares intently at her mother's grave, but no matter how much she seeks salvation, her mother... oh my gosh. Her mother is no longer there. I mean, I guess he's not being insensitive about it, but it's just like, man.
私、デジコ様やウサダ様、ラビアンローズ様がとても羨ましいです。
Did you? Oh, I was like a little confused. I didn't quite hear her correcting herself at all in the Japanese, but I think she did. Hinagiku's shoulders are trembling slightly, so much so that I thought she might break down and cry. Hinagiku, never spoiled by her parents, she shouldered the Shrine Maiden's burden all alone.
あんな風に誰とでもにこやかに会話ができるなんて。
You were laughing a lot with everyone in the village today, right? I tried hard to cheer up Hinagiku. Your smile, Hinagiku, I really like it. If you smiled like that, my face turned so red I couldn't feel it myself. I might even love you as much as I loved Ejiko. And you are also my age, which makes it more appropriate. Even if it's no good now, if you keep trying, surely. I never said anything like this to a girl before. What? I've never said it to Dejiko before. That's what you really mean. I'm not really, yeah, it's like, okay, I guess he said it to guys. I don't understand the significance of that, but okay. And Hinagiku just gave a weak shake of her head. You were here. You are here, and now you will be buried with her. Uh-oh. Dejiko calling the feds on them, see if she gets her memory back. Her father arrived with a tense expression. I was looking all over for you, but I didn't look at the shrine that's probably the grave that's probably really close to where you are. It's really close by. Come to think of it, her father has been in a meeting with the villagers all morning. I had completely forgotten. Man, the earthquakes, right? They're back. At her father's grave look at the mom's grave. Hinagiku and I held our breath. Something terrible. What is it? I'm holding my breath, by the way. Her father gave me a stern look. Something bad must have happened. That vague unease spread through my chest. At that moment, for some reason, the voice I heard when I first came to this world echoed in my mind. Save this world. Okay. I can't be holding my breath. I'm still kind of like a little sick. Save this world. Save this game? Of course, right? Dude, that's like some real meta nonsense. Save the world, but first you can't save the world until you save your game, right? Into the deepening dark. Alright, it's the next chapter. Evil god. Whenever I think of evil god, I think of like evil goddess Makos. Jashinzo. The so-called, yeah, it's gonna be revived because of us? Man. The story from Hinagiku's father, Usada let out a piercing Usada, Gemma, Hinagiku, and I were called to the main hall. The villagers had already gone home. By the way, Dejiko must have been tired because she quickly crawled into her hutong and Fuchisko fell asleep with her. According to Gemma, she's an easygoing girl even without her memories. Ignoring Usada's outburst, the father looked around at our faces and calmly continued his story. Man. Does that mean when we came to this world, a monster called an evil god will appear? Uh-oh. We got some vor in my comfort game. It's terrible. We gotta not make sure. That can't happen. No. No. It's not allowed. Can't have that happen. Usada made a disgusted face. And I probably did too. I'm not entirely sure. I have to wonder. He's not sure. Your father continued, though, with a slight hesitation. He's not sure whether he's got like a vor fetish or something. What? It's like, I'm not sure if I'm into this or not. Crazy. This guy's wacky. Something's wrong with him. There's one more passage in this book. Oh, okay. Pretty easy then. We just gotta seal him. Yep. Congratulations, Usada. You got some good reading comprehension. Is that true? I leaned forward. Yeah. Father looked down and let out a deep sigh. What do you mean? And also, what is this evil god? When I asked, the father and Hinagiku exchanged a glance. It seemed they were hesitant to answer my question. Dude, what if it is the evil Dejiko? Although it's probably evil Dejiko is more like some manifestation of the evil god rather than actually the evil god, but we'll see. After staring at us for a moment, the father briskly stood up. The father. This way. Gesturing for us to follow, the father. The fact that they instead of Hinagiku's father, or just like what I don't know if they've established what his name was at any point. I forget, but just calling him the father is kind of funny. It's like they're going for some biblical feeling here. The father led the way out of the room. Passing through a lattice door at the end of the hall, there was a bare room. It's not bare, it's got a katana in it. It seemed to be a kind of hidden room. There was no furniture to speak of, only a chill in the air. The only exception was a single sword displayed in the alcove. Oh. Oh. Yeah. The sword, about a meter long, like a katana, rested in a... I think it's katana. Right? Let's forget the... Make sure I'm doing this right. What's the pitch accent of katana? I think it's a atamadaka, right? So it's katana. But it also feels like it could be heiba. Oh, odaka. So it's katana. Katana, yeah. But you would say katanaga, right, instead of katanaga. But anyway, don't worry about it. Could evil Dejiko be considered this game's equivalent to purple Nakoro from Samurai Showdown? No clue. I'm trying to read what it says back there. It's like Sita. No, I don't even know. The sword about a meter long, like a katana, rested in a magnificent scabbard, emitting a dull black glow. Alright, but I don't think I'm going to be able to see the game if I do that. Yeah, I think I can't. Yeah, I don't think I can do that, sir. Yes. I closed my eyes as I was told. Usada and Gemma follow suit. Behind my eyelids, the events that have happened since we came to this world flashed one after another. When I found Dejiko in the forest, Dejiko's anxious face. Then on the shrine stairs, when she smiled just for me. The bright red of Hinagiki when we first met. And the various people we met in the forest and village. And Hinagiku's wonderful smile. Those flashes. Suddenly, with a brilliant flash of light, that smile is torn apart. Man, it'd be nice if we could see that. What? All at once, a blood-curdling roar, and the screams of people pierced my ears. Ah! Ooh, that guy looks kind of menacing. The monster, I mean, not the guy. That looks like probably that's the mom, right? That's the mom. Before my mind's eye, a vision of the village in flames, children crying "Wah!" and fleeing, flashed vividly before my eyes. What is this vision? Scenes I want to look away from flash one after another before disappearing. Amidst the flames, a giant horned shadow slowly rises. Is that an Oni? No, the evil god! And standing before that black shadow is a woman. Gripping a single sword, she dances gracefully. Is that? Man. Usada's scream, which was close to a shriek. I'll stop screaming when they say that. It's probably annoying, right? Snaps me back to reality. I was back in the room from before. Because I opened my eyes. Next to me, Gemma also had a dazed look on his face. Which means Gemma probably is just like... didn't see this. That's probably just how Gemma is all the time, right? Gemma and Usada too solid. The Oni's terrifying face in the flames, people fleeing, and the woman standing alone against the evil god. Was the sight I just saw the incident from 8 years ago? Due to the calamity brought about by the monster called the Evil God, the village faced a devastating crisis. That is the Evil God. I mutter in a daze as if talking in my... it's the Evil God. I mutter in a daze as if talking in my sleep. Man. Yeah.
大きさだけだって太刀打ちできないげんま。
Yeah, you guys have fought big things before. You just gotta use Usada with like her guns and her helicopter like ears. I can only nod. The evil god. Yeah. Hey Simo. I can only nod at Gemma's despairing words. It doesn't seem like something we can easily seal. Because we don't have our flex tape. Or our mighty putty. Or our ShamWow. Or any other such product. The woman who appeared at the very end. Who was she? She was holding a sword by herself. And stood up against the evil god. It's so funny. I mean, I know they just mean like Jacine, but like, it's just like the evil god is like such a funny thing in English to just say over and over again. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, this guy does so much damage to the village. We can't, you know, not even flex tape's gonna fix this. I stare intently at the father. Yet also the father and the evil god. You know, are we gonna? You know, the only thing is that Hinagiku is like, you know, she's born, right? Unless we find out that she's like some sort of bastard child or something. We can't call the woman like the virgin, right? So you know, the biblical imagery is not quite all there. That woman, could she be?
そういえばあんな感じの剣だったわね。
Usada looked at the sword displayed in the alcove. It certainly looks similar. No, it's in the sheath. How are you gonna know? But okay, sure. It's the very same sword. That's the sword of dispelling evil. Man, that's gonna be messed up if it turns out. The only reason why Hinagiku can't do the dance of dispelling evil is because she didn't have the sword of dispelling evil. And so she's just been led to believe that she just can't do it. Or maybe the appropriate evil to dispel just wasn't around. Suma. So that in the fight against the evil god, Hinagiku's mother. Hinagiku's body tensed up. 8 years ago, Hinagiku-san, again the san, just in random places, Hinagiku-san's mother faced the evil god alone to protect the good village. Yeah, maybe. But you gotta be like the chosen one, right? Usada takes the displayed sword in her hand and tries to pull it from its scabbard. But it turns out this is like some King Arthur nonsense. And it's not gonna work. Is it exactly that? But no matter how hard she pulled, the sword wouldn't budge. Hinagiku's father looked at Usada, pained. Ah! He's like, this is so cringe. Man. The woman of her family? Does that mean? Yeah, it does mean it's just Hinagiku, right? Even after returning to the main hall, we were still in a daze. As we remained silent, the father cleared his throat once. That actually helped me a bit. Energy, mental activities. So don't be thinking too hard, guys. It's how it helps the evil god. Don't do math, right? I'm sorry, guys. No 5 hits allowed. Using your mental energy is only feeding the evil god's powers. You know, reject 5 hit and become small. No brain cells activated. Is that what the evil god devours in the book meant? Phew. Phew. No vor in my comfort game. Hopefully. Oh, he nodded quietly. So we're just gonna like have our mental activity used. Right, that's crazy.
あやつに精神エネルギーを取り込まれたものはその
Uh-oh.
記憶や念といったものを
Is this really gonna be is this evil is evil Dejiko really gonna be like using the memories of Dejiko by the evil gods to form some evil Dejiko? That's exactly seemingly the direction it's going in.
まさか
Reject 5 hit becomes 6 hit, yeah. Just gotta get one more math question correct. At that, the father looked up with a start, as if he had just realized something. What's with these people, man? I mean, this is just generic storytelling stuff, right? But it's like, man, what did he just say? The evil god absorbs people's memories and turns them into its own energy? When it devours the envoys from another world, the evil god shall be revived. The father's words flashed through my mind. Wait a minute. The evil god shall be revived. Okay, no, it's not bars. It doesn't rhyme. In other words, the evil god devours memories, just like Drowsy, right? Or no? What's the Pokemon? What's the Dream Eater Pokemon? It's Drowsy, right? My brain is like, yeah, it's Drowsy. So this guy's just a Drowsy. What the heck? Although I guess dreams are not the same thing as memories, right? Okay, close enough, guys. Close enough. We're just dealing with a Pokemon here. I see everything connected in my mind. The one who created the scenario and made it happen was Broccoli! Oh, I mean, the evil god!
デジコ
It's Dejiko! The moment I shouted, Usada shot to her feet. And at that moment... Uh-oh, earthquakes. Wait, the Jashin causes the Jishin... It all comes together now. Jishin means earthquake and Jashin means evil god. They're connected! No, they're not. They're not, by the way. There's no kanji relationship between those two things. The world lurched violently once again. An earthquake? No. This is different. This is merely everybody stomping their feet really loudly outside. The paper screens, the walls, everything began to rattle violently. The sound of something collapsing fills the room. Uh-oh, something broke. Oh no, it's fine china. Somewhere glass shatters. The violent shaking and intense rumbling return. No, it's not a rumbling. Now I can clearly tell. This is the roar of the evil god! The evil god is at it! Doesn't the evil god look like... What is it? Am I getting this? He looks like, Am I correct about this? He kind of makes me think of Lord Nightmare from Kirby. Maybe I'm just being generic. He just looks like generic evil. He doesn't really look like him. I won't even bring it up on the screen. It's not really, the resemblance is not really there. Turning toward the cry, I saw Hinagiku's father collapse, bleeding from his forehead. No! He's dead! No! He's dead! Hopefully not. I'd hope not, please. Are you okay? I rush over in a panic. He shielded Hinagiku from a falling shelf. No! Oh my gosh, he might actually be... He's breathing but unconscious. We need to treat him immediately. At that moment, Usada suddenly bolted from the room. If they weren't playing music right now, we'd definitely be doing some mysterious evening. Man, this is intense. Blood and Digi Carrot? This is more like, yeah, it's more like Digi Carrot, more like did Chi Carrot, because Chi means blood in Japanese. Hey, USA! I mean, Levy and Rose. Levy and Rose. Why is he correcting himself now? He just never doing it before. Where are you going? Oh, I also just said carrot instead of I meant carrot. I didn't mean to do that. Dejiko's in danger. Usada speeds down the corridor. The evil god's target is Dejiko. I chased after American Usada. In a desperate panic, I run down the long corridor, heading for the room where Dejiko is. Usada, who arrived first, throws open the paper screen with great force. Dejiko! Uh-oh, is she gonna be gone? Uh-oh. 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 Right. Usada arrived first, right? Just like John the Apostle when Jesus resurrected. So, you know, the tomb is empty, right? It's all coming together. She's not gonna be there. I entered the room right after her to find Puchiko standing alone, looking bewildered. But Dejiko was nowhere to be oh my gosh! Oh man. Where did Dejiko go? Oh my gosh. She's gonna be resurrected as evil Dejiko. Is this actually the... I think I'm actually being correct. I think this is gonna be correct here. She was dead. How many... Okay. How many days has it... It's only been the second day, right? Right? Okay, so there's no 3 days thing, right? All the reference, it's not... The Bible is not... that part's not there. Puchiko just shakes her head. There was no one laid out in the laid out futon. Ignoring us as we stood there stunned, Usada darts out of the room. At that moment, I silently see her off. That's terrible. We stop her, no matter what. I don't know. We gotta go with Usada. Like, come on. That's right. There's no time to waste. Besides, she can't have gotten that far yet. If I go after her now, I'm going too, Usada. But just as I was about to run, someone grabbed... I was like, what do you mean grabbed your pants? It's Puchiko, right? Someone grabbed the cuff of my pants. Splat! Losing my momentum, I fell flat on my face. What do you think you're doing, Puchiko? That's right. Puchiko is right. If I lose my cool here, things could just get worse. Thanks to Puchiko, my ability to think calmly has returned. What I need to do now is... Thank you, Puchiko. For now, we have to stop Usada. Man, so this is just like none of these choices probably matter, really. I really like that Puchiko sprite. It's so cute. Wait, Usa... USA! Levy and Rose! It seems Usada got lost in the large shrine. I found her wandering around when she went out into the garden. Usada, you can't panic. Our opponent is that evil god, you know? I run up and grab her arm. Anyway, first we have to talk to Hinagiku's father and think of a plan. At my words, Usada turns around. Duh. Seeing her face, I held my breath. Tears were streaming down Usada's cheeks.
でもデジコはあんな恐ろしいやつに狙われてんのよ。早くしないとデジコが。
Man. I was right. They were always fighting, but Dejiko and Usada... And that Dejiko was abducted by an unknown monster called the Evil God. She must be unable to sit still. I feel the same way. Being able to do anything, I feel so pathetic and helpless. Anyway, Usada, let's go back back to everyone else. We can talk after that. However, Usada brushed aside my outstretched hand and collapsed, crying. Man. I entrusted the sobbing Usada to Gemma and Puchiko and decided to go check on Hinagiku's father. Oh my gosh, you just... He was bleeding out on the floor, and yeah, I understand the situation was dire, but like, and I forgot about him too. But man. Right now, her father is the only one we can consult about the evil god. Excuse me. When I opened the paper screen, I saw Hinagiku's back as she sat by the pillow. Don't tell me this guy dies. Like, this is crazy. Hinagiku, how's your father? Uh-oh. Hinagiku gave a weak shake of her head. Okay, thank goodness. Uh-oh. I'm actually genuinely, like, concerned about what's gonna happen with that. Hinagiku's eyes were filled with despair. It couldn't be helped. I felt bad at a time like this, but I told her that Dejiko had disappeared. There's no doubt she was taken by the evil god at that time. I bit my lip. I want to save Dejiko somehow. There was no lie in that feeling. You know, I definitely wasn't thinking, I don't want to save Dejiko somehow, right? But how are we supposed to defeat the evil god? Like, you know, it's not like we have some dance of dispelling evil that we can do. Defeat the evil god? What could we possibly do? Dance? To dispel the evil? But if we don't, Dejiko's memories won't return, and we can't go back to our own world either. That's impossible. Just remembering the awesome power of the evil god shown in that vision makes my body tremble. There's no way we can defeat a monster like that. But Dejiko has been abducted by that evil god. My heart feels like it's being torn in two. Hinagiku remained silent for a while, staring at her father lying on the floor. Of course, there's always the possibility that this is some sort of, like, doing the dance properly, like, you know, is why she died, right? And so Hinagiku is gonna die. That could happen. I wonder. Hinagiku nods slowly as if she's made up her mind. Huh? I look at Hinagiku in surprise. But it can't end here because, like, we haven't really seen much of, like, a lot of the characters. Unless that's the other routes to take care of, but, like, you know. I see. 8 years ago, Hinagiku-san's mother used the sword of dispelling evil. Maybe it's the only way now. However, I can clearly see that Hinagiku's smile is forced, desperately trying to hide her fear and terror. Man. The image of Hinagiku's mother overlaps with Hinagiku and vividly comes back to me. Her serious gaze leaves me speechless. But even after using the sword of dispelling evil, Hinagiku's mother did not return safely. At the end of a fierce battle with the evil god, her mother... Hinagiku must know that too. And yet, Hinagiku... My chest ached at Hinagiku's brave attitude. How powerless I am. No, that's not it. I may certainly be powerless, but if I do nothing because of that, wouldn't that be true powerlessness? Well, I mean, getting in the way when you are powerless is probably worse, but I see what you kind of mean. I hate the idea of just leaving it to Hinagiku and waiting. There must be something I can do too. Didn't I decide in my heart that I would protect Dejiko? Hinagiku, I'll go too. I look straight at Hinagiku. Because I too am straight. For Dejiko. Okay. Yes, thank you. Hinagiku also meets my gaze seriously. That smile seemed to shine much brighter than the tragic smile from just a moment ago. To be honest, the evil god is scary, but there must be something I can do too. Yes, and besides, I heard it at that time. Save this world. That's the reason. I was called to this world. Defeating the evil god is my mission. Hinagiku closes her eyes and takes one deep breath. And she quietly turns her gaze to her unconscious father and to her mother in the portrait. Alright, we gotta save the game before we save the world, before... I don't know. What's this part called? Encounter! Man. What's gonna happen now? When I got back... Oh, okay, that music's kinda crazy. When I got back to the room, I explained our next course of action to Usada, Gemma, and Puchiko, who were waiting. Usada, down moments ago, suddenly regained her haughty attitude. Usada really has to be energetic. RPG battle time? Yeah, maybe. Before setting out, we decided that for the time being, we would each look for something that could be used as a weapon. This music actually makes me think of like Sid Meier's Colonization instead of an RPG. Yeah, this makes me feel like I'm playing some sort of civilization or colonization. I guess that's all. In the end, I decided to take the broom that was leaning against the wall at the entrance. What are you gonna do? Like you're like from Baldi's Basics or something? You're gonna sweep the evil god away down the hallway. It's the same broom Dejiko used in this world. It might even have her blessing on it. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Oh, Dejiko touched this. It's got Dejiko marks and Dejiko DNA on it. I have to have it. Man. Oh, she's like all determined, right? When I returned to the room, Hinagiku is holding that sword. That jet black sheath looks very reliable. Seeing her, Usada lets out a voice of genuine admiration. It really does suit you. I also smiled brightly and nodded. It seems Usada and Hinagiku have made up. That was really easy, but okay, that's good. Well then, let's depart, to head for the small shrine where the evil god was said to be sealed. We left the room. It was dark outside, but not stormy, right? So it's not a dark and stormy night. Although the moon was out, there was an eerie shadow drifting about. That's what it felt like. Hey, it's you. Right after we left the main building, a woman... Yeah, the sheriff, right? A woman came climbing up the stone steps. It was Erika from the sheriff's office. As soon as she spotted Hinagiku, Erika ran, I'm sorry. Erika ran over with a tense expression.
大変なの。さっき村中の竜の口からいきなり黒い煙が吹き出
Uh-oh.
してきて。
All the pitfalls, right? They're all going black smoke.
竜の口が
They're all breathing fire again. Uh-oh. Or they're about to. Erika says the smoke from the dragon's mouths is spreading, as if to attack the villagers. Right. Everything... When there's smoke... Oh, it's true, you know? They pinch back, but... Wait a minute. We sat... When there's smoke... They pinch... Who was in the forest where we saw it? Wendy? And when you pinch Wendy's pennies, they pinch back. Wendy is behind it all. Like a dragon, like a dragon. That's true. Man, I think Wendy's behind it all, guys. I think we gotta stop him. You know, he's trying to start up his Wendy's business, and he's cooking way too much. But he's a terrible chef, so he's burning all his stuff, and it's coming out. Okay, enough of that. Everything is just like it was 8 years ago. The scene I saw in that room flashes before my eyes. We looked at each other and we're scared. Hinagiku looks around at us with a dignified voice. Me, Usada, Gemma, and Puchiko were all anxious. As if to encourage us, Hinagiku acted bravely.
エリカ様は村の皆様を神社に避難させてくださいませ。
Erika also seems a little surprised by Hinagiku's calm demeanor. However, meeting her straightforward gaze, she responds with a firm nod.
わかったわ。気をつけて。
Ooh. Erika heads back to the village while we rush to the shrine said to seal the evil god. Smoke from the dragon's mouth formed a darkening cloud that seemed to swallow the earth, dimming the bright moonlight. The evil god is certainly trying to revive itself by using Dejiko. The evil god's shrine lies behind the main one. We push through the dark forest, guided only by torchlight. I wonder if Dejiko is safe. I wonder if she's all alone and crying. Or maybe she's smiling, just for me. Please let us be in time, I offered a small prayer in my heart. Suddenly, a sound came from the grass behind the path. I point my torch in that direction. Who was there? Komoda! That's Dejiko! Jashijo! Hashiru! Nigeru! Oh man. It's not a bear, right? You know, before, I mean, like, you can't just jump to bear, right? You gotta conclude whether it's lions or tigers first. So clearly it's not a bear, right? He would have had to consider those two options before then. You know, he's also got no oh my, right, required. Okay, it's probably not Dejiko, but it could be. It's probably most likely Dejiko. It's probably Wendy, to be honest, but I think it's gonna be Dejiko. If it could be one of these three. Dejiko? Without even checking properly, I shouted instinctively. As Usada rushed over, she pushed me aside. Everyone else also turned to look at the bushes with hope. But soon that hope turned to cope. Controlling my pounding heart, I looked closely at the silhouette, which is... Okay, illuminated by the light. I was like, I'm always confused whether silhouette is spelled correctly, but... is that right? Is that right? It looks right. Silhouette. Yeah, that's a weirdly spelled word for me. Standing there was a girl dressed in white. It wasn't Dejiko. You were wrong! Or I was wrong, right? Who could it be? It's a case of mistaken identity. Gemma's. What a letdown. The moment it became clear it was my mistake, Usada's expression fell. She says one thing and does another, but she's really worried sick about Dejiko. But who is
どうし
it?
たの？人のことジロジロ見たりして、私の顔に何かついてる？
I'm sorry. I was just thinking that you must be worried about Dejiko too. USA? Levianos?
バカ言わないで。この私がデジコなんかの心配をすると思ってるの？
Man, I thought she was gonna be more like, do you really think I'd care about like being called the right title right now? But it's even more petty than that.
第一、あいつが殺したくらいで死ぬと思う？どうせ今だってお腹減ったにょーとか言ってるに決まってるわ。
You know, I really hope there's some like hype moment where Dejiko realizes that she can use the Mekata beam or something. That'd be cool. Or do we get to see a moment of Puchiko trying to use the Mekata beam and like forming the little like goop monsters that form? That'd be fun too. Usada fires a spiteful remark, but it's obvious she's panicking and flustered.
見殺しにすると寝覚めが悪いから助けに行くってだけの話なんだから。
Man. Chuckle! Yeah, so we know this guy's not Knuckles because he doesn't chuckle, but this guy chuckles, right? That's so like Usada.
何笑ってるのよ。私が照れ隠しに言ってるとでも思ってるの？勘違いしないでよ。デジコを倒すのはこの私なんだからね。
In her own way, Usada cares for Dejiko and she wants to save her because they're friends after all.
お取り込み中のところ申し訳ありませんが、話を戻しても
Why do we? It's not established who this person we saw is. I guess it's just a non-specific person that's just in the forest for some reason. Yeah, she's been very tsundere. You can't have this. You can't have the dere without the tsun, though, right?
分かってるわよ。
As we very well know. With a single word from Hinagiku, we remembered the mysterious girl. Yes, please. Who is it? The girl was just they both have they both have twin tails, right? And there is the Kagami like Usada outfit, right, in Moe Drill. She has a special well, she has both the outfit and the special move based off of Rabi and Rose. The girl was just staring intently at the exchange between me and Usada. Ooh. Whoa. What does she look? She looks like... She got the cat hat. She kind of... I mean, is this a person we've seen before? Some parts of the design seem familiar, but I'm not sure if it's just like I've seen pictures of this game and it's familiar because of that or not. Anyway, we'll see. Well, I'm glad it's not the evil... It's not the evil god, at least. I let out a sigh of relief. Whew. But what is she doing here? Even though the evil god might be reviving. Good evening. What are you doing so deep in the forest? I timidly try to speak to the girl. But the girl didn't answer. She just stared at us. Menacingly. Puchiko points at the girl's head. What? A cat ear hat? So this cat wears a hat, so she probably knows a lot about that. Which of course is what's going on, right? Looking closely, the girl was wearing Dejiko's cat ear hat. Ah, that's it. That's Dejiko's. That's Dejiko's hat. The cat ear hat that we couldn't find even after searching the forest so much with Hinagiku. Usada closes in on the girl with incredible intensity. I found it. At least she isn't Mike Myers. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. I've never seen that version of... I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I've never seen that version of the Cat in the Hat. But I probably wouldn't ever want to because it's probably pretty crazy.
So.
The girl replies in a voice devoid of any emotion and hands me the hat that she was wearing to Usada. Oh, really? She's just gonna give it to us? I wasn't expecting it to be that easy. Man, that outfit's kind of weird. It's got like some real like Megumin, like it's gonna fall off her at any moment type outfit. It looks kind of weird. Makes her neck look super long. Yeah, it's kind of an odd outfit. What? Yeah, I'm not. I was like wondering just more to say about it, but it's kind of interesting. In that moment, we were all frozen on the spot because hidden under that hat were unmistakably two horns. How did the hat cover those horns so well? When did that poked through? Okay.
もしかしてあんたが邪神
The evil god. I mean, she could be. Usada instinctively takes a step back. So it would be the evil goddess, right? So evil, it's all coming together. She's Mako S. Whoa, another earthquake? The ground begins to shake unsteadily, like clay. Okay, well, I don't, is clay all that unsteady? But, okay, sure. It's a tremor so violent, it can't even be compared to the one we felt at the shrine. That voice is so funny. From deep within the forest, a terrifying roar can be clearly heard. Is that the evil god?
邪神が喜んでる
Yeah, I guess so. The horned girl quietly stares deep into the forest.
あの今何とおっしゃいましたか
Hinagaku's eyes are wide with surprise. Bars? Hinagaku's eyes are wide with surprise. Yeah, that's a real good one. Then you're not the evil god? Nod. The girl give a quiet nod.
あなたはもしかしたら封印の一族の方ではありませんか
Interesting. Hinagaku timidly asked the girl, Clan of the Seal? The girl nods, her expression unchanging.
封印
Man.
の一族って
They're like a clan that really loves seals, right? You know. They are very cute.
邪神の祠の封印を守っている一族がいるそうなんです。こんな風に角が
They have horns like this. Oh, okay. Hinagaku hesitantly glances at the girl's horns.
私も書物で読んだだけでお会いするのは初めてなのですが
At Hinagiku's words, I thought I saw the girl's expression change slightly. No one else seemed to notice, but to me, she looked terribly lonely.
お願いです邪神の祠に案内していただけませんか
She's kind of growing on me. I think the outfit looks better. It's just like that one pose looks a little weird, but she's got a nice design, I guess. And before the girl says nothing, or as before the girl says nothing, she just gives a small nod. Can I trust her? Is this girl truly an ally, a member of the clan of the seal? I don't know. Hinagaku just nods silently. Trap or not, we have no choice but to move on. To return to our own world, to restore Dejiko's memories, and to save this world. We must first... Oh, wait. Save her game. It doesn't happen. I thought it was going to do it right then. The path widens, filled with black smoke from the dragon's mouth. They say the smoke attacks villagers, but it hasn't touched us. Probably because we're not villagers. You know. But then again, the mysterious girl does have horns coming from her ears, right? And Animal Crossing villagers have, but only the guy ones, so I guess it's fine, right? Maybe the sword of dispelling evil is protecting us. By the way, what's your name? On the way to the shrine, I asked the girl.
Rin.
Ooh, Rin. Rin. Just like Rin Tosaka? Or Kagamine Rin? Or Kokonoe Rin? Or... Okay, that's about, I think, all the Rin characters I can think of. Is there any more? I don't know. Rin's a good name. Just a single concise answer comes back. It was a murmur so quiet I had to strain my ears to hear it. I see. You're very quiet, aren't you? She won't speak unless it's absolutely necessary. But is she really going to guide us to the evil gods shrine? Rin from the Japan? What do you think? Yes! Gemma knows what's up. I was about to say, like, what's your name? And also, what's your phone number? What's your digits? Yeah, Gemma knows what's up. Yeah, I mean, Rin is pretty attractive looking, right? And she's wearing that, like, you know, revealing outfit. Gemma pokes me in the face with a sleazy voice. That's not it! Definitely it. Switching sides, Neem. Definitely. What are you two saying? That's not it. That's it. Without giving me a chance to explain, Usada bonk. Oh no, no. She's doing the anti-horny bonk. That's so lame, Usada. Let his dreams be dreams, right? All the while, Rin continues ahead as if she can't even hear us talking. Perhaps Rin can see everything, even in the dark forest, as she walks along the pathless path with sure steps. There's a path! What do you mean the pathless path? See the background? It's got a clear path. What the heck? That's not true. Your own artwork betrays you, game. Eventually, a giant rock wall loomed before us. At the end of the cliff, a large cave is visible. Rin stopped in front of the rock wall, then began to proceed along it. Usada and the others follow after her. We're going this way? I instinctively hesitate, but everyone else keeps moving along the cliff. If I fall from a cliff like this, it's over! It's game over! Placing my hands on the rock wall, I nervously followed behind. A huge pitch-black cave opens its mouth as if to swallow us. The opening led to a gentle downward slope. We had no choice but to follow behind the silently advancing Rin, carefully checking our footing. Eventually, the slope ended, and we came out into a slightly open area. Ooh, it's like the sealed door with all like the tape on it, or having no glue, little seals on it. Eventually, yeah. At the cave's end, a sacred rope. Yeah. Oh man, it's all coming together. I've seen that before. The scene at shrines was stretched across, and beyond it, a large door blocked her path. Perhaps it's my imagination, but it seems the black smoke has grown even thick. We don't see that. What do you mean the black? Ah, man, guys, you really dropped the ball on that. There's no black smoke. It's grown even thicker here. We're here. Yeah. This is the evil gods shrine. Paper talismans cover the door. Is it sealed behind there? Rin gives a silent nod. She looks so done in the picture. I timidly peek inside, but it's pitch black and I can't see a thing. In the shrine's sinister atmosphere, we had all fallen silent. But Dejiko must be in here too. I have to save her, no matter what, because she smiles just for me. Yes.
ダメにゃ
As Gemma tried to float away and escape, Puchiko grabbed his hand firmly. His like really tiny hands. Hanase!
ここまで来て何泣き言こいてんのよ
Usada scolds Gemma, but now that I look, Usada is looking a little pale herself. Perhaps she's saying that to convince herself as well.
参りましょう
With a composed expression, Hinagiku steps into the shrine. We each then follow it after Hinagiku. Alright. Ooh, this is getting good. Although we didn't really... Did we encounter anybody? I guess we encountered Reen, right? That's who they're talking about. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What do you mean, Labyrinth? What do you mean, Labyrinth? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Uh-oh. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Where's the one I want? Where's the one I want? That one's good. What is the other ones? Lucky Star Universe PTSD. Yeah. Oh, this one's... Okay, let's just do the actual one. We'll just do that until... for a second. Uh-oh. It's about to happen. Okay, that's enough of that. Inside the shrine was very chilly. You'll replace it with Goemon music. Yeah. Inside the shrine was very... I still haven't actually properly tested everything in that maze, and I'm like... I'm gonna have to try everything to make sure that that is all correct. But it should be, but... Yeah. It's gonna be very tedious. Inside the shrine was very chilly. Countless stalactites hung down from the ceiling, which we know is spelled correctly because it's got C for ceiling, right? So we know our geology. Or what is the caveology? It's like a specific word for it, right? What do you call a study of caves? Spellology, really? Okay, whatever. It's our whatever you call that. The sound of water droplets occasionally falling from them echoed unusually loudly. It's as eerie as the entrance to hell. Alright, I see your message, Joseph, about the... Actually, let's see. Let's take a moment to listen to that. I guess, why not? Pause the game. Yeah. Oh, we'll listen to it. Might as well. Yeah, that's pretty good music. Alright. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. It's good. It's a good song. Alright. It's as eerie as the entrance to hell. A sense of foreboding fills my chest, but there's no turning back now.
どっちへ行く
Dochi. Well, you know, a famous hunter once said that if you go... that when lost, people have a tendency to go left. Oh, come on. I mean, I'd be more comfortable if we all went left. The narrow cave that continued onward had split into two paths. Usada, as well as Puchiko, Gemma, and Hinagiku were looking back and forth between both paths with tense expressions. Which one is it? I'm really nervous too, but right now we have to hurry ahead to save Dejiko. Alright, so as we've established, right, you know, the good old hunter's wisdom tells us that we gotta go right. Is that true? Let's make sure. What is... they all go right in the clip, right? They go right. Right is the correct direction, right? We gotta... Just in case everyone is not up to speed on what I'm talking about. It's knowledge that only 3 out of every 5 people know, of course. Only 3 out of every 5 people know this, but you gotta...
Here we go again.
Right, we gotta go...
Press O. To go left, press X.
No problem.
No problem.
Right?
Oh, come on.
Don't most people always choose to go left? What I meant to say was I'd actually be more comfortable if we all went left. Oh,
According to extensive studies
true.
of human behavior,
Extensive
when
studies.
a person is lost or traveling somewhere they've never been before, they have a tendency to choose left over right.
here we
It's
go
absolutely true, right? So we gotta follow the hunter's wisdom and go to the... Go to the right. Oh no. Is it gonna not... No! Please don't tell me that this is not some stupid thing where... Okay, there we go. We're back. We're back! We're back. Okay, I was worried that was gonna be gone. So yes, we gotta go right. Ah! The path is blocked up at... Oh, no! All that training wasted. Years of academy training wasted. Can't go any further this way. No! No! Ikidobari! Man, how embarrassing.
反対側へ行ってみましょう。
I guess we'd all... Right. No. Dude, left. If we take the other path, surely we have to head back. We decided to head back. Man, we did all that bit just for it to be the wrong way. That's so funny. I guess it's this way. No. We gotta keep going. Gotta keep going right. It's gotta be correct, right? No. Oh, no. Don't tell me this is actually gonna be multiple places where we can... Is this actually a real maze? Don't tell me. It's gonna be so slow. No. Okay, let's go left. This actually might be a real maze. No! No! For some reason, it feels like the path has gotten narrower than before.
とりあえず正解みたいね。
No, it's the left way.
当たりだにゅ。
Yeah. Phew. But it's another fork in the road, and I'm all out of spoons. Which way is it now? Okay. Well, that wisdom failed me, right? So we have to go left, presumably, because going right, that failed me. But an old car once told me that you have to go right to go left. So that means we gotta go right. This way, I guess. Whoa! Okay, so... I forget the Hunter x Hunter character's name. 0, but Doc Hudson 1, right? Alright, we're making good time. Eventually, the way ahead starts to get brighter, even though we should be heading deeper and deeper in. Gradually, the atmosphere around us grew tense. My throat is dry from nervousness. Could the evil god be just ahead? Alright, guys. So, it's been right, left, or I mean left, right, and then... Alright. Let's see. What to do? What to do? I'm trying to think if I can think of any other stupid thing to reference, but we'll just go right again. How about that? No, it's just left, right, left, man. This place is probably the deepest part of the cave. Oh wait, no, is this progress? It's probably the deepest part. The shrine is at the front of a large open area. When I noticed that Reen was gone. Don't tell me it was a trap after all. I brace myself and look around. Wendy! That sounds like Wendy. No, what the heck? It's Reen, but she cut her hair. Now she's showing, she got that real like 5 head going on, you know. I think it's a guy. Oh, a single boy, right? How do you know he's single? Don't be projecting, dude. You don't know that he's single. He could be getting game that you don't know about. Who? The boy looks at us with his bright, clear eyes and smiles cheerfully. Looking closely, I saw 2 horns on the boy's head, just like Reen's. Could he be a friend of Reen's? Probably her brother, right? I would think so. At his overly friendly demeanor, I relax and try to approach him. But the next moment... Ah, that child is evil! Hinagiku lets out a sharp cry. What? I hurriedly move away from the boy. That boy just stares at us in silence. Evil silence, right? The boy suddenly burst out laughing. It was the kind of laugh that was completely mocking us. What do you mean? Big is what? Big sis. Uh-oh. Some lore? How'd this happen? What? Is she actually not? Oh my, what is she actually bastard child? Like, what the heck? What'd you come here for? That boy's gaze was directed not at me, but at Hinagiku. Or is it just... Wait a minute. Or did he just say One-chan because, like... Did he actually say sis, big sis, or did he just say One-chan because of, like, Japanese, like, he's just referring to her as One-chan? That could also be the case. I really hope the translator didn't mess that up. But we'll see what happens, right? I feel like they would have responded to that a little differently. Right? He did say big sis, right? You think you can do anything? Yeah, fancy sword, you little runt. The boy's harsh words to Hinagiku dripped with malice, sending a chill down my spine. Tart from Tokyo Mew Mew? Is that like the voice? I don't know these characters. I don't know Tokyo Mew Mew. Is the guy look... okay, let's see. Is it the same voice, or is it like the character looks... The character has some visual similarities, I guess, right? I apologize, I don't know. I don't know that character. Alright. You're the evil... No, he's not the evil god, probably, right? Usada declared sharply to the boy. In my heart, I gave Usada a round of applause! Why? Okay, sure. Not the voice, the looks just give me the vibes. Yeah, I could see it. Usada declared sharply to the boy. In my heart, I gave Usada... Wait a minute, what? Did I just read that? What? Ah, clap for Usada. Akshu, akshu. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Evil Deji. Yeah, he just says it twice. Like, what? What the heck? Uh-oh. It's evil Dejiko. Dejiko, they're standing with vacant eyes and red eyes too. She's like, you know, been smoking too much weed or something. Was Dejiko. I knew with that green hair was suspicious. So then this evil boy is the evil god! No, probably not, but uh-oh. Hey, evil god! Give Dejiko back. I raise my broom and charge at the boy. Sweep, 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 sweep.
掘り返せるもんなら掘り返してみなよ。
Uh-oh. Oh, no! He's got the zoomies! Is it Dejiko EXE? Oh my gosh. The boy's form vanished. He vanished? Whoa! You know, Rogaku no Otosai, I wish I had more stuff like that. That would have really made the game. That would really enhance the game. But this game having is pretty cool. Long sharp claws gleamed in the light of the torch. Whoa! The sharp claws passed right in front of my face. A few more centimeters, and I would have lost my eye. And then I wouldn't be able to see Dejiko with 3D vision. Man, that's always so funny when they do that sort of stuff. The evil god's form was... The evil god's form was before I... Is he really the evil god? The evil god? The evil god spun around, and this time leaped towards Usada. Oh no! She's been attacked. Are you okay? Hinaku rushes over to Usada. A few strands of Usada's pink bangs fluttered down, scattered by the wind. Ooh, man. Seems Usada herself wasn't injured, but a blush quickly spread across her cheeks.
あんたわざとやったわね。今のはほんの小手調べだよ。これからが本番だからね。
Man. The creature? The creature is not even the evil god anymore. Then vanishes again. Where did it go? It? Oh man, we've totally like dehumanized this guy. You bastard. Oh my gosh. You saw when he blindly throws a rock towards the sky. Can I re-listen to lines of dialogue? I don't think I can. I didn't actually hear what she said. But Usada blindly throws a rock towards the sky. But there's no sign that her opponent flinched at all. You know. The next target was Gemma. Oh no, he's gonna be popped. Look out, Gemma. No. Scratched by the claws, Gemma lets out a scream, man.
だってそんなとこにいられたら邪魔なんだもの。さあ、次はこれだよ。
No. The light emitted by the boy assaulted all of us. What? No, not the light. Hinagiku, Usada, and I are all engulfed in that light. I instinctively drop to my knees. My body is numb. Arms are heavy. Vomit on my sweater already. As if struck by the lightning, I can't stand. An enraged Usada, brimming with an aura of anger, charges at the evil god. However, just before she reached it, the evil god's form vanished again. Where is it this time? The moment I thought that. No. Sharp claws dot out from nowhere and Usada screams again.
なんだ、お姉ちゃんたち弱っちんだね。
Yeah, he's just saying Onei-chan Tachi is... I mean, it could still be that, right? Because Onei-chan Tachi could still be like... Hinagiku's the older sister and plus extra people, right? But I guess, given the fact that they just dropped it, right? They didn't ever mention that again. I guess it's just gotta be... I guess it's just gotta be that they did a mistranslation or something. The evil god mocks us. The power gap is overwhelming. Oh man. We will torture to death at this rate. Man. Wait. Also some Yamato sads. Man, this is going south.
あのすっごいパワーの持ち主のお友達みたいだから少しは期待したのにさ。
Yeah, unfortunately only Dejiko's got the Mekata beam, right? A super powerful one? Is it talk? Man, we really just like Damn it, give Dejiko back. As I instinctively try to grab it, the evil god vanishes from before my eyes again.
次は君だよ。
We're gonna die here. I can only hear the evil god's voice, but I can't see it. It's moving so fast I can't even track it with my eyes. What? I have to run, but my knees are shaking and won't obey. Uh-oh. Oh no! Is she gonna use her sword? She places her hand on the hilt of her sword.
待て、ひなぎく。
No! No! Is he gonna die? Is the father going to die? I can't. I just have a bad feeling it's gonna happen. Suddenly, a sharp voice rang out. Surprised, I look in the direction of the voice, and there was Hinagiku's father.
雨土を滑る力もて、我残しまなる者を風爆せん。さあ
Got him. As Hinagiku's father clasped his hands and chanted the spell, the evil god's form appeared from the void. Man, that's like a real DBZ type face. He's got heart palpitations. The heartburns get into him. Had too much spicy food. For the first time, the evil god's face twisted in pain. Her father's spell worked.
さあ、ひなぎく、今のうちに引け。
Hinagiku's father turned to us, staggering. His expression was grim, and it looked like he was struggling just to stand.
何言ってるのよ。デジコがそこにいるのよ。
Usada forces out the words, her voice full of regret. That's right, we can't run away here. I bit my lip. Nothing will be solved if we run away here.
くそー。ハジャの一族の長だね。僕の動きを封じるなんて生意気なんだよ。
The immobilized evil god suddenly began to tremble violently. As if in response to that cry, the ground suddenly began to shake violently. It's an incredibly violent earthquake. From all over the cave, rocks began to crumble and fall. I hear the roar of a beast. There's no mistaking it. It's the same voice I've heard with every earthquake. Oh wow. Cutscene. Oh no. Oh, his third eye opened. Or is it his fifth eye? He's got like 5 eyes now. You know, in Buddhism, you got 5 eyes. But now he's 3. Okay, whatever. This guy just looks like... he just looks like an SMT demon now. When I looked up, the hateful child was nowhere to be seen. In its place is a giant Oni, perhaps 4 or 5 meters tall. It was truly a... You know, this is so crazy for this being a Gi Charat game. It was truly a grotesque god. I could feel an evil presence so strong that even I could recognize it. The evil gods... Tianshin Hanai. The evil gods had nearly touched the ceiling of the cave. From that height, the evil god looked down on us serenely. Uh-oh. Kurae doesn't usually mean to eat in that sense. Devour the, you mean like, you know, he's attacking us, right? Not like we're supposed to eat this, right? We're supposed to eat it like, you know, eat the pavement type, eat it. Yeah. Evil guy's eyes glowed. Could it be? Don't tell me. Eye beams. Uh-oh, Mekara beam. No, this guy's gonna die. Oh my gosh, please no. The evil god's beam shot straight towards Hinagiku's father. Hinagiku rushed over to her collapsing father. I hurried to their side as well. No, man. No, man. It's crazy. Hinagiku's face twisted in sorrow, but in the next moment she lifted her head and glared sharply at the evil god. You could say that a little louder, given the situation, Hinagiku. You look quiet. Hinagiku hurled brave words at the evil god, but her voice was clearly... oh, okay, she's scared, right? She placed a trembling hand on the sword's hilt. The black scabbard gleamed, the only weapon to defeat the evil god. The sword of evil warding, usable only by the women of Hinagiku's clan, and now only by Hinagiku. For some reason, the evil god was laughing with complete confidence. Ooh, cool CG. Hinagiku didn't move, her hand still on the sword's hilt. Her large eyes behind her glasses were wide with shock. What's wrong, Hinagiku? Sweat slowly beaded on her forehead, and she just stood there, frozen. No! No! Hinagiku! Come on. The sword of evil warding won't come out? No way, but her father said a woman of their clan could draw it. Hinagiku. Could it be? Could it be that Hinagiku's a guy? Probably not. Probably not that. But who knows? What is... I don't know. What could happen, right? No, oh, right. She is! Oh my gosh, I was right. She actually isn't her. She actually is not. That's crazy. I actually got that right. That's like totally like... I was really atari on that one. It's because you're not of the evil clan. What? Hinagiku isn't from the clan? He stared at her father, dumbfounded. Hinagiku's father's lips quivered in agony. Yikes, dude. It's gonna turn out she is like a bastard child or something. Or adopted, right? But she has similar hair to him. So it's gotta be something like... I don't know. What is it? He's got similar hair. Oh, man. Why did you set him up? Why did you set her up to do that then? I wasn't expecting this game to have so much drama. Naoki stared at her father, her face pale. The evil god looked down on Hinagiku and the others triumphantly. Uh-oh. Her father gazed at Hinagiku while coughing violently. Yeah, oh my gosh. That's exactly what it was. It's exactly. I mean, it still could be adopted, this word, but you know, what's happening? What's happening? Hinagu choked up at her father's gentle gaze.
なるほど。愚か者同士。親子のようでは。
The evil god showered Hinagiku and her father with mocking laughter.
もはやその剣を受ける人物。
Man, that's such a shame.
今この世界にはおらんのかい。
No, that can't be. My legs started to shake uncontrollably. Both her father and the evil god are lying. They have to be. It's just too cruel to Hinagiku. Gemma? Why do we zoom in on Gemma's, like, bottom of his body? Suddenly Gemma body slammed the evil god. Yes! To be precise, Puchiko had thrown Gemma like a dodgeball. Yes! They're gonna do it. Puchiko. Yes, Puchiko.
そんなものは痛くも痒くもないわ。
Gemma jump scare, yeah. That's when I noticed it. Usada was sneaking around from the evil god's blind spot. She tried to reach for Dejiko, who was behind the evil god. At that moment... Oh no, she's got electrocuted. Oh no, she got a barrier. Something like a barrier around Dejiko repelled Usada, sending her flying. No. Man. Yes! Yes! Have the little goop monsters come out of her eyes. Please. Juko was trying her hardest to fire her eye beam. But no matter how much she tried, nothing came out of Fuchiko's eyes. Nah, man. Hey, there you go. Her eyes, she's crying. It's working. Seeing the dejected Puchiko, the eye on the evil god's forehead, evil god's forehead began to glow ominously. Oh no, evil Puchiko! Oh, even her little hat is surprised. That's so funny. The little face on the hat. It's good. Puchiko! The evil god suddenly extended its right hand and snatched Puchiko up in an instant. No. Completely enveloped in his giant palm, Puchiko disappeared from sight. Damn it, not just Dejiko, but Puchiko too! Give them back! Forgetting my fear, I shout at the evil god. With Hinagiku unable to draw her sword, how are we supposed to win? Hinagiku! I called out, but there was no reply. Hinagiku just stood there, as if her soul had left her body. Gritting my teeth, all I could do was glare at the evil god. I guess that, you know, Usada is also just a girl too, right? So I guess, yeah. She's just a person. In the evil god's line of sight were the fallen father and Hinagiku, who was slumped down beside him. Don't tell me! No! Uh-oh. Hinagiku didn't move a muscle, staring blankly at her father, as if she had forgotten the evil god was even there. Light began to condense in the evil god's eye once again. Who is this next target? Wait, isn't it obvious? No, it's obviously Hinagiku, right? Like, I mean, he's got no interest in us. Usada's also a human, right? It's gotta be Hinagiku, right? With a growling force, a twist. What does that choice even matter? Does it influence anything? A twisted beam shot out towards Hinagiku and her father. Look out! I instinctively started running. Are we gonna get hit instead? With a speed I couldn't believe myself, I threw my body in front of Hinagiku. A fierce electric-like current assaulted my body. My limbs are numb and won't move. It's hard to breathe. My mind is going blank. Am I gonna die like this? Hinagiku, where'd you go? But I think I was able to protect Hinagiku. If only she escaped now. My consciousness is gradually fading. If I could, I wanted to save Dejiko. Kirani! Uh-oh. Suddenly I heard Hinagiku's cry. A cold drop fell onto my cheek, then another, and another. It's just like Pokemon and Pikachu crying, right? The tears are gonna save us. When I faintly lifted my eyelids, I saw Hinagiku staring at me, tears streaming down her face. Hinagiku's crying again. I heard her cry again because I'm still so surprised that this game is so dramatic, right? Right. It's like, you know, kind of make it's like it's so crazy. I made her cry again because of me. Right, because I mean I'm just comparing it to Rollgak and Ultasai, which like even in its most like dramatic moments, like Rollgak and Ultasai still like knows it's mostly meant to be funny, right? And so it keeps up the humor even in like the intense moments. But like this game is just going full force like on just being serious right now. It's crazy. And yeah. Hinagiku's crying again. I made her cry again because of me. Hinagiku, why are you crying? While steadying my ragged breath, I managed to string some words together. Hinagiku, I think you're more beautiful when you can't say that. It's not allowed You're not allowed to say that. That's like not socially like correct, right? it's fine. Man, this guy. You know. And so I tried to smile. I mean, I understand what he's getting at. But it's like this feels oddly on DGC. Yeah. I mean, I like it though. It's really you know, it's got some good drama. The reason I always think that it's really fun when you see like stuff that is different, right? Like it takes a different take on it in a good way. Obviously, it has to be executed well, but you know, it's kind of like Rollgak and Ultasai in that sense. The reason you couldn't draw the Sword of Evil Warding was probably because it was just rusty. Cope hard R. I don't know, dude. That sounds like cope to me. I try to get up, but I have no strength in my body, and I can't manage it. Please, hurry and run. And then find a way to defeat the evil god. I wonder if Usada and Gemma got away. At the very least, I hope Hinagiku can. I don't know what I was going to say there. There's something only you can do, isn't there, Hinagiku? I believe in you. That's why I believe in you. So for now, just run. The hand supporting my upper body gave way and I collapsed again. Hinagiku's eyes widened in surprise. As she did, another large teardrop rolled down. She stayed silent, just staring intently at my face. Hinagiku slowly nodded and stood up straight. She fixed her tear-stained eyes firmly on the evil god. Hinagi raised the hand holding the sword high and slowly closed her eyes.
覇者の一族でないとしても
Okay. A quiet, profound resolve showed her in her stance. She raised the sword that shouldn't come out and took a deep breath. It turns out it really is just Rusty.
私はここにいる皆様そしてこの村を守らなければならないのです
I felt a strange warm light. Just looking at Hinagi-ku seemed to put my heart at ease.
お母様今こそ力をお貸しください
Hinagi-ku lifted the sword, scabbard and all, and began to dance gracefully. That's the evil warding dance. Ooh. Wait, did the type of her glasses like change? They weren't like, I guess it's just the eyebrows making it look like they're like square glasses. But okay, sure. It was a truly beautiful sight. It is a nice CG. Each time Hinagi twirled gently, her hair would flow along with her. As I watched Hinagi, my breathing gradually became easier. I could feel the air around us becoming pure and clear, as if in response to Hinagiku's dance. Her red and white shrine maiden outfit fluttered beautifully. The clear air began to take on a mysterious glow. And just as it shone with a particular brilliance, it formed a veil of light that enveloped Hinagi. Clad in shining robes like a celestial maiden, Hinagi continued her dance. I'm sure Hinagiku's mother's dance was just as beautiful. I burned that image of Hinagiku into my mind. For future reference. Hinagiku's body began to shine brighter and brighter. When the light shone a dazzling platinum, she slowly opened her eyes. Hinagiku placed her hand on the sword of evil warding and drew it with ease. The same sword that wouldn't budge before. Oh, she just had to do the dance before. But then, you know, is it just... Is this just gonna be like she tried really hard so it worked? Or is there gonna be like an actual explanation? The evil god's shocked voice echoed throughout the cave. The sword caught Hinagiku's own radiance and glinted. Hinagiku was acknowledged by the sword of evil warding. She escaped from despair and through the power of her will... Okay, sure. She made the sword of evil warding her own. Oh, man. Okay, sure. Hinagiku swung her sword up and leaped high into the air. She brought the sword of evil warding down with all her might onto the evil god's head. The shining blade split the evil god in two from its head down to its chest. Oh my gosh. A blood-curdling scream echoed throughout the shrine. As the evil god fell, the ground shook violently, pebbles raining from the walls and ceiling. Another earthquake, in quotes. Uh-oh. Hinagiku cried out in alarm. I managed to get up and hurriedly move away from the spot. But we still have evil Dechiko to worry about. With a deafening roar, the evil god's body crumbled and vanished, as if it had been made of sand. The evil god's death cry echoed through the cave. It was a hideous sound, like a mass of pure hatred. Man. A thick cloud of dust billowed up, obscuring my vision. Is Dejiko okay? What about Hinagiku and Isara? And Puchiko and Gemma? When the dust finally settled, I could see light shining into the cave. But there wasn't any hole for the sunlight to come through. Looking closer, I saw a ball of light floating into the cave. It's Gemma! Nah. And inside that light was Dejiko. Dejiko! It seemed like she had also noticed her situation. Her eyes were wide with surprise. She looked at me as if asking for help and shouted something. I tried to run to her. In that moment, the inside of the cave turned pure white. But not pure white ash, right? It's not burned out. This is like, you know... It's just getting started. It's over, right? And the Dejiko oh no, she disappeared. Along with the light, though. She did burn out to pure white ash. Oh, man. Puchiko and Gemma stared blankly at the spot where Dejiko had been moments before. Gemma, Puchiko, I'm glad you're safe.
そっちも平気だったギュンマ。よかったギュンマ。皆様、お怪我はありませんか？すごかったわね。死ぬかと思ったわ。
Hinagiku and Usada walked over. Her father was with them. Thank goodness. Usada and Hinagiku, you're both safe.
ええ。当たり前でしょ。このラビアンローズ様がそう簡単にやられたりするもんですか。
By the way, what happened to Dejiko? I asked Hinagiku while helping her father to stay on his feet.
邪神が倒されたために、デジコ様は元の世界へ戻られたの。
What about us, though? No. Hinagiku smiled brilliantly.
皆様ももうすぐ帰る
Oh,
ことができ
okay.
ると思います。
Are we at like the end of the story? I mean, there's more routes, right? So, and obviously there's got to be more because like we have all these characters that barely got really shown off, right? Like Wendy, like Herrera, right? You know, I felt like I was seeing Hinagiku's true smile for the first. I thought you okay, sure, whatever. It was just as beautiful as her mother's, which I saw at the shrine. By the time we left the cave, the sky had begun to brighten. The black smoke that had hung in... And what about Reen? Reen just, like, showed up and just, like, noped out. I guess she was associated with, like, you know, the evil god, but, like... What? What happened there? The black smoke that had hung in the air when we arrived was now completely gone. Save this world. Just as that mysterious voice asked, I somehow managed to fulfill my mission. But it was all thanks to everyone. By that I mean to Hinagiku. I wonder if the owner of that voice was watching. And were they saved?
あんた結構やるじゃない？見直したわ。いえ、そんな。
Usada patted Hinagiku firmly on the back. It looked painful. the pat on the back was painful? But I guess so. Maybe she was like really intense, like a smack. But Hinagiku seemed happy. Her father, standing beside me, watched Hinagiku with a gaze full of love. Maybe bloodlines didn't matter in the first place. When I muttered this, her father gave a gentle nod. I guess we are just led to believe bastard child, right? Just then, a beam of light enveloped Gemma and Puchiko. This must mean they can go home too.
よかったギュンマ。これでギュンマも戻れるギュンマ。
Yay!
他ご飯が食べたいの。
No, you already stole from the restaurants, guys. Come on. You already had your warm meals. Next to Gemma, who was crying tears of joy, Puchiko was as calm as ever. Bye-bye. And then the two of them vanished as if melting into the light.
じゃあ帰るわよ。いつまでこの扉が開いてるのかわかんないんだし。それじゃひなぎく、バイバイ。ひどいこと言ってごめんね。デジコを助けてくれてありがとう。うさだ様、どうかお元気で。あんたもね。
Alright. But are we gonna be stuck here? Hopefully not, right? Yusada cheerfully jumped into the light. The next moment she vanished completely.
君たちのおかげで村の危機も去った。もう二度とこのようなことは起きない。
I'm not so sure about that. Hinaku's father shook my hand. His hand was large and strong, unlike Hinaku's small hands, as established earlier in the story. No, thank you for taking care of us. I gripped his hand firmly in return. He's got those big hand genes, didn't get passed on. And finally I stood before Hinagiku. The reason we defeated the evil god and the reason we can return to our world. It's all thanks to you, Hinagiku. Of course, the whole reason why all this bad stuff happened in the first place was because of us, but you know. Hinagiku's eyes welled with tears as she looked down. Are we gonna get love confession? Yeah, Kokoku?
帰ってしまわれるのですね。
Yep. Hinagiku seemed a little sad, but she still gave me a gentle smile. I softly held out my hand. Going back to where I belong. But I'll never forget about this world. Hinagiku nodded deeply and took my hand. This is probably the first and last time we'll shake hands. Your evil warding dance. But we're not under that faded tree. That's true. We're not under the star sakura tree. So, there you go. And strong heart, I'll never forget them for as long as I live.
私の方こそ忘れませんわ。あなたが来てくださらなければ、私は何もできないまま。
Well, you wouldn't have needed, I
何も
guess.
知らずにいたでしょう。
Yes, yeah, she still proved herself, right? I mean, your dad hopefully would have told you at some point that you weren't actually like your mother's daughter. Hinagiku, her strong eyes gazed at me.
ですが、私は真実を知ることができました。そして、それを乗り越える勇気を分けていただきました。ありがとう。
The person standing there was no longer that timid Hinagiku. I felt like I could see her confidently taking over her father's role. Bonds of blood don't matter. As long as you have faith in each other, that's... A smile suits you better, Hinagiku. Waraeba ii to omou yo. Why don't you just try smiling? Okay, Shinji. I smiled at her as her eyes filled with tears.
さようなら。
Hinagiku smiled with the brightest smile she could muster. And to return her smile, I gave her the biggest smile I could. I was smiling, by the way, like I was doing a big smile. Bye-bye! Ooh, ring, ring, ring. Yes, you're still... We don't know about you. Rin! Oh, Rin, Rin, Rin! I get it. Man, what a game. It's not over yet, but you know. Greg! Greg! There's a character we haven't seen yet. And Piocola is in this game. Right. Kyoko. Greg Heffley? Yeah, he's all about the mom bucks, right? Man. It's hard to really give my thoughts on it because the game is not over, right? But like, yeah, I think it's kind of cool, right? Kaite. Kitanda. Oh, we're back. Apparently she felt something strange on her head as she went to put on her hat. Is this going to be the setup for the next story? On Dejiko's head was the ribbon I gave her as a present in that other world. Ah, there we go. Seeing the ribbon on her head, Dejiko let out a cry like she was about to faint. That ribbon held precious memories for me, but Dejiko, with her memories back, remembered nothing of that world. That's right, I ended up bringing it back, but that ribbon is a memento of Hinagiku's mother. Hinagiku, she was such a shy girl. Whenever you said anything to her, she'd blush and look down. She admired her mother's great powers, so much it became a burden, leaving her with no confidence in herself. But I don't think that's the case anymore. I'm sure she's getting along well with her father. Blood ties have nothing to do with the bond between parent and child, as long as they have faith in each other. I mean, again, the implication is that unless they're gonna say adopted somehow, right, you know, like, she's related to her father, just not her mother. But okay, sure. What's wrong staring at that ribbon? What are you thinking about Hinagiku? Yusada smiled at me as if she could see right into my heart. Yeah, you're right. Just as Ravian Rose says. I smiled back cheerfully. Yusada grumbled irritably. But when Dejiko was kidnapped, the one who was most worried was you, Abby and Rose. That's right, even if they fight, Yusada and Dejiko are the same deep down. They trust each other.
の目にも涙にゃ。
Facing this unexpected onslaught, Usada was on the verge of defeat.
なんでこの私がデジコのために泣かなきゃいけないのよ。そんなわけないでしょ。ちょっとあんたもなんとか言って。
No, you were definitely crying. Being an honest person, I stated the truth plainly.
だから泣いてない。
Now you are crying for sure.
あれは涙なんかじゃなくて鼻水なのよ。
Uh-oh. I've never heard of snot coming out of someone's eyes before. I mean, if you get really bad allergies, it kind of feels like that sometimes. Oh well, it's very Usada-like, I guess.
なんにゃ。みんな何の話で盛り上がってるにゃ。
Her Dejiko, who remembered nothing of the other world, her conversation must have been completely incomprehensible.
お前本当に何も覚えてないのかにゃ。知らないにゃ。こんなリボン見たこともないにゃ。
Hearing that made me a little sad because I couldn't use it to make to get closer to Dejiko. She wasn't the same Dejiko anymore. I mean, she's the same Dejiko, just not the one that was in the... But the, you know what I mean. I picked up the cat ear hat that had been left on the floor and dusted it off. I took the ribbon from Dejiko's head and gently placed the hat on it. Oh, I was so confused. Those are her hands. Those are her hands. I was like, why is it like, did she like get a massive chest all of a sudden? Like, what the heck? No, it's her hands. Yep, this hat suits you best, Dejiko. For a while, Dejiko stared intently at her cat ear hat on her head and the ribbon in her hand. And then she suddenly looked up. See, I thought that she was just wearing it on her chest.
ありがとう。
And her hands were just like crazy. Huh? I definitely recognized the smile Dejiko gave as she thanked me. It was the same smile she had in the other world, the first time she wore the ribbon.
あんたまさか思い出したの？
Don't tell me, yeah.
思い出したげま？思い出したにゃ。
But it only lasted for a moment. In the next instant, Dejiko was back to her usual self. Wait, what was the thing that she actually said? Oh, it was just the fact that she smiled in a similar way.
何がってあんたそのリボンを見て。わからないにゃ。こんなリボン見たこともないにゃ。
Dejiko tilted her head repeatedly as she stared at the ribbon.
ただなんとなくだにゃ。そういえばお前誰にゃ。
Oh man! Oh, I'm just your stalker. No, no! It's over. It's over.
一体何があったんだにゃ。わからないですって。やれやれ。あんな大変な目にあったってのに何も覚えてないだなんてね。ほんとおめでたいというかおバカというか。なんにゃ。バカにすると許さないにゃ。うせだ。暗い目からビーム。
Yeah.
何よラビアンキック。
Kaboom! Kaboom! Right, it's like that one Zelda game. It's like sploosh kaboom.
どっちもバカだね。
In an instant, the shop turned into a battlefield of flying beams and mops. The usual scene had returned to Akihabara. Dejiko and Usada are fighting. Genma is panicking while Kuchiko calmly sips her tea. Such an ordinary life. Being here, it feels like the other world was just a dream. No, it wasn't a dream. The ribbon in my hand tells me that it was all real, in quotes. In that world, I met all sorts of people. I thought about many things. Learned many things, and I feel like I've become a little stronger. It's a little lonely that Dejiko doesn't remember anything, but I think that's okay. Because now, we can just make new memories in this world. Okay. I gently put the ribbon in my pocket and joined the circle of... What do you mean, you're friends? Dejiko doesn't know you. Oh my gosh, this guy's got such... He's got some parasocial relationships going on. Oshimai. Oshimai. That's like the end, right? But not really.
Congratulations!
Alright. We did it. It's probably... Wait. What? It just saved, right? Like it didn't... What happened? What happened? Did we just like we can load like from this, right? Wait. Okay, we have to figure out... How does this game work then? Like what? If I load this, like it's just gonna take me to the Labyrinth of Death? See you next time, or else. Let's see you, Joseph. I guess that is like when we're... Oh, there's Omake, right? Extras. We got some extras now. Appendix mode. Other scenes. Movies. Okay, so right, we got the CGs from this part. I unlocked something, yeah. Other scenes. Event scenes. Oh, are these cutscenes? Is that what they're talking about? Like, what is this? These are just other CGs. The music album. How do I get down there? Wait, did they just... I guess they just didn't translate the music titles. Haha no moide. Like mother... Memories of my mother. Oh, the kakishita, you know. I want to get going kind of thing. You and me, yeah. Gachina Toshi. Anyway. So there's that. There's options. I guess options probably doesn't have anything new, right? Turn the title. Okay. So if I just load this, it's just gonna take me back to like where I was. Like I did save, didn't I? I saved that I beat the game. But if I just load this, it's just gonna be back here. Okay, whatever, yeah. So I think that that's fine. Okay, I forget how I get back. Where's the option? Okay, I'll just click. Okay, left was the right way, right? Get back to the menu. There we go. I guess we just start from the beginning and I guess just it plays out differently? Is that how that is? It's like I just kind of want to know that that's what I'm supposed to do next. It's like I feel like... I guess it's not like Rogaku no Tosai where you replay the same save file, right? Like you instead have to do different things. Or it's probably like if I play the game again, right? Like I'll have access to more stuff, I guess, probably. That's what I would think, right? If I speed up the game a little bit. I would assume that's what it has to be, right? Like, but it's kind of like until I know that that's what it is, like I'm kind of uncertain. But I also don't want to like. Okay. I can skip, right? Alright, well, see you, Joseph. Yeah, I'm probably not going to even... This is probably the end of the stream, honestly. I think what I'll have to do... Anyway, yeah, I think we'll just gotta call it here. Because at this point, I think it's basically just I have to figure out, like... Do you just skip around? I guess it's probably what you have to do. So we'll call it there. Thanks to everybody for coming out. There'll definitely be more of this. I just have to figure out how to make progress. Again, probably just you have to just skip through the beginning parts, and then there's some opportunities to do different things. But yeah, this game was so far it's been pretty good. It got really intense right near the this part. Some good drama. Definitely pretty unusual. We'll have to see what happens from here, right? For sure. And then, of course, there'll be more Rogue Akanotosai streams soon, hopefully, as I make progress through Ayano route, and then eventually Misao route. But yeah, thanks, everybody. I know it's getting kind of late, so we'll just end it, and see you guys next time. Thank you all.